for the first time, I'm bringing something very important to you. In the last video, you have seen that I have shown to you a video on surface areas and volumes with a code 2142, and the structure of cylinder, cone, sphere and hemisphere was discussed. Now in this topic, an important one, and very keen to you, that because this topic is such topic where generally students feel difficulty. Let's make it very simple and easy for you people. Trigonometry basically means trigonometry, three sides measurements. So we measure three sides in a right angle triangle and we generate three sides on them and call them as opposite side, adjacent side and hypotenuse side. Leaving these basic definitions, we also have something called as reciprocal functions. We also have complementary functions. We have Pythagorean identities, the most important section in this. So to learn all those identities, functions, I have come up with you with a new technique. It is called as super hexagon. Super hexagon. And you know the name is hexagon. So it's a six-sided polygon. And this has six vertices. The reason why we selected hexagon is trigonometry has six functions with us. We start from this vertex, call it as tan theta, followed by sin theta, then cos theta. The way of writing these three is also simple. You all know tan theta is nothing but sin theta divided by cos theta. So by that relationship, I am starting with tan, sin and cos. And I generally call these two as husband and wife because they always are together. So tan theta, sin theta, cos theta, exactly opposite to tan, you have to write cot theta. Then this vertex is cosecant theta. The way how I remember this is these three vertices are starting from a letter C. So cos, cot and cosecant. And it will be much more easy when I join the diagonals to you. The left out function is of course secant theta. Let us join the diagonals, sin with cosecant, tan with cot and cos with secant. At center you write number 1. So this is all is the structure of hexagon that you should remember to learn all these three identities. Tan theta started with, then sin theta, cos theta, cot theta is exactly opposite to tan, and this is cosecant because all three vertices are from C, and then left out function is secant theta. Join all the diagonals and put 1 in the center. Let us see the first set of formulas called as reciprocal functions. Reciprocal functions, let us start from sin. Sin theta is nothing but equal to 1 divided by cosecant theta. I am just writing the formulas first. Then I will show you how to remember in this. Sin is 1 by cosecant. Cosecant theta is 1 divided by sin. Then we have cos theta 1 divided by secant, or secant theta is 1 divided by cos. Then we have tan theta, which is 1 divided by cot, or cot theta is 1 divided by tan. So all these reciprocal functions to learn from this super hexagon is very easy. If you see the vertices connected in this diagonal, sin theta is 1 divided by cosecant theta is 1 divided by sin theta. So these two you can easily remember. Similarly, cos theta is 1 divided by secant theta and secant theta is 1 divided by cos theta in this diagonal. Tan theta is 1 divided by cot theta and cot theta is 1 divided by tan theta. So this diagonal will give you the remaining two. So by this way, reciprocal functions you can easily remember. The next set of functions is called as complementary functions. Complementary functions. You all know complement means a sum which will give you 90 degree. So the functions are somewhat like this. Sine of 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. Cos of 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta. Then you have tan of 90 minus theta is equal to cot theta, or cot of 90 minus theta is equal to tan theta. Then last, secant of 90 minus theta is cosecant theta, and cosecant of 90 minus theta is secant theta. So to remember all these complementary formulas from this super hexagon is very simple. You have to just look at the vertices in horizontal manner. Sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta. You can see in this way. Then tan of 90 minus theta is cot theta. Secant of 90 minus theta is cosecant theta. If you go in reverse way, you will get the remaining set. Cosecant of 90 minus theta is secant theta. Cot of 90 minus theta is tan theta. And cos of 90 minus theta is sin theta. So by this way, complementary functions can be learnt very easily. So 6 plus 6, 12 formula is done. Remaining 3 important identities, very, very important. They are called as Pythagorean identities because it is generated from Pythagoras theorem. These identities are those which are essential to remember for this academic year. And to remember that, you have to see 3 set of triangles in this. The first set is this, going in clockwise direction, sin theta, cos theta and 1. Look at this and remember, sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. The first is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1 in this triangle. Then you can leave the next triangle, which is the second one. The third, you have to see again this in clockwise direction. 1 plus cot square theta is cosecant square theta. You have to just square these terms. 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. So in this triangle, then you have to neglect this third, go for the last in clockwise direction. Tan square theta plus 1 is also secant square theta. Tan square theta plus 1 is secant square theta. Or you can also say 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. So this completes the set of all these functions and formulas. Hope this helps a lot to you all. Do comment. I am eagerly waiting for that. Thank you very much for today's session. This much.